right? Hey, there it is. Hey everybody, it's Maniac4Bricks, and I'm here with an extra video. This is kind of the preview slash all the thoughts that I could think of while watching the movie video that I'm going to do before actually putting out the review, and even while the review's out, there'll be a link, which if you found this, you probably found that link under the maniac.wordpress.com. So, for today, we're taking a look at The Adventures of Clutch Powers, this 2009 DVD. It is not the first Lego movie on DVD. That's a lie. It is the first minifigure one, maybe, but even that, depending on the TV specials, you might debate that one. I'm not really sure. But it is not the first Lego movie. The Bionicle ones we'll talk about later. I'll do a separate video for those. That one, those came way before that. Like 2003, 6 years before this. So, false advertising. You usually can find this, at least nowadays, I've seen it where it has just like a blue background and you just see the main character, Clutch Powers, that's his name, obviously, in the title. It just seemed like him taking up most of the screen. I just got to address, this is the original copy when it first came out. And I have to say, first of all, I'm going to really be judgmental throughout this video, because this is a movie that's like, I don't mind watching it again, but I do find a lot of things to pick at through this movie, whether or not they're nitpicks or not. You can figure out here. But I have to say, just the cover alone, just I know there's glare and everything. Let's see if I can move a little bit ahead of this. But he's really well rendered, and the rest of the figures on the front are not. If you look at them very closely, you can see that it's like JPEG. It's like you can almost see the pixels out of each of them. It just feels, maybe it makes more sense in person, but it just doesn't look as great as Clutch does in there. I mean, obviously the rest of the background is actually not quite as accurate in the movie. Even Malik the Malign, the main character, or the main villain, I should say, different outfit, all black. I don't know, but yeah. Then there's obviously stuff inside. Let's see here. Oh, it's like a little pamphlet, right? So front has the Lego Club magazine, and then it says coming summer 2010, something that may not be successful as a Lego theme, Lego games. Although I do like some of the Lego games, I just don't have many of them. I have the gold dice block polybag. I may have extra parts from some of the other sets. Don't really have a full Lego board game from this era. Then they also have advertisements in here for Atlantis, City, and Power Miners, which at least 2 of these show up in the movie. Atlantis, you really don't see it in there. It's just kind of, yeah, it's happening at that time. So I guess maybe this is 2010 instead of 2009. Oh, that's close enough. I remember that when I bought this at Toys R Us, I also bought it at the same time, same purchase, I mean, Lego Agents Robo Attack. And this was kind of a throw in there, which was like, oh, this would be fun, this would be good to watch. You know, I do want to get this at some point. And it not too long ago came out, so I was like, oh, yeah, it might be work. So yeah, this is obviously going to be a longer video because it's pretty much going to be going through the whole movie and maybe some afterwards. With a lot of commentary to boot. Also wanted to mention that it does come in one of these cases, at least the original copy. Like I said, if you find it nowadays in stores, it will be like $5, which is usually the towards the bargain bin side of pricing. I mean, yeah, if I can find Space Jam for $5 on DVD, and this is $5 for on DVD, you wage that however you want to. But yeah, they still have like the little cover to put over this. Same underneath. I do have to note that there are 3 scenes in here based on castle, because I guess most of the movie does take place on the castle side of things. It's surprising they didn't advertise that inside of there, though. And instead they have, oh, we'll throw Atlantis in there. It has nothing to do with the movie. Just there. We just acknowledging this happened at the same time as this theme. I wanted to bring up, I don't even have the movie hooked up yet. I'm just, as soon as I put the DVD in, I found this. Oh my gosh, this is so funny to go back to. It is the opening, this is the theatrical trailer for Despicable Me 1. When there was one of them. In fact, I'll even do the Instagramming. Ah, yes. Back when there was only one Despicable Me coming out in theaters. Before those yellow things hit. These were simpler times. Honestly, they were. I felt like when I watched Despicable... I'm not even gonna talk about... Just gonna let the thing run. I feel like when I watched Despicable Me 1, I felt like the Minions were going to be a thing, but I had no idea they were going to be that much of a thing. That's nuts how much they've been everywhere. Just literally everywhere. They've had it where it became everywhere after Despicable Me 2, and then they had their own movie, and now they're going back to Despicable Me 3. It's like, oh yeah, there's also these people that are important to the story of it. I have not seen Despicable Me 2 and onwards. I really can't speak too much about it in that sense. I can only talk about it from the cultural aspect where it's like, stop with the Minions! Way too many Facebook posts with the Minions, with other relatable quotes. It's like, why them? Compared to anybody else. I do love Steve Carell as Gru, though. It's a great voice. Just a great delivery. The first film I thought was really good. And it's the only one I've seen so far. And then there's a trailer here for Curious George. And a Big Blue Elephant's part of it. I really haven't seen this movie. Curious George 2 followed that monkey. I have not seen either of these, but I do know of the TV show, and I have watched 1 or 2 episodes in passing. Good animation. Seems decent. Again, can't speak about the movie itself. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the actual reason why we're here. So, yeah, this will be a thrill. Hold on, I haven't posted it yet on Instagram. Yes. Back when there was only one Despicable Me coming out in theaters. Before those yellow things hit. These were simpler times. Alright, we're good. And I have to say, I feel like a lot of movie DVDs do this nowadays. It's really bland. Like, not just for Lego movies, but also for just... Let me see, who distributed this? Well, I know it's made by Tinseltown. Universal. Universal distributed. Universal and Warner Brothers and a couple other companies, when they distribute DVDs, the menus are very bland. And I'm not saying they had to be exciting. They can get really annoying if you don't have the right song in there, or you have the same clip playing over and over again. It's like, come on, make the popcorn already! But it's like, this is just on the other end of it. It was just like, still frame. Which I gotta say, not too bad of a picture. A little odd for how the sword looks on Clutch Powers' his head. It's just like, woo, goes forever! I don't know. But anywho. Everyone's better rendered here, I could say that. But it just has play, scenes, bonus features, setup. Yeah, throw subtitles on, just to entertain it. Obviously, watching it in English. Let's see now. Bonus features, Bad Hair Day, mini toy movies, TV spots. So yeah, basically, you get like a 2 or 3 minute short with just one of the characters from this movie. And then a whole bunch of Lego advertisements. Just, if you wanted TV commercials, there you go. And sometimes I do. Let's be honest. It was either yesterday or the day before, I was looking on YouTube, and I found the Nickelodeon Fruit Snacks commercials. I willingly decided to find those. So, I'm not against it being on a DVD. It's just like I kind of want like a little bit more than that. You know, there's always like a behind the scenes or something like that, or a trailer for an upcoming thing, Lego based. At this time, Lego's already distributed a few movies, as I mentioned earlier. They had the Bionicle movies. I don't know if they had the 4th Bionicle movie by this point, or if that was after this when it was distributed. But really close to it. Pretty much the same year, I think. I don't even know if they had anything else on the horizon, except maybe Ninjago, which will be the next year, 2011. So, it's that. Oh. Actually, I should get that. By the way, this breakfast is informally brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, because I went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning, got a whole bunch of breakfast items, because why not? But yeah, this is animated by Tinseltown Toons, who did do the fourth Bionicle movie. I'm here or there as far as the animation goes. It's enough to work. I can't really complain that much about it. Universal Studios Home Entertainment. That movie's on. And I'm going to be talking a lot. If you haven't seen this movie, this is not the place for watching it. Because I wouldn't be able to distribute that, so, you know. What I find interesting is that they go with, like, the Lego movie or the Lego video games aspect. Only the things you interact with are Lego, so that you know what you can buy, what you can, you know. Remember that. I work alone. It's gonna be pushing your head way too often in this movie. And I have seen this probably more than 5 times? At least 5 times, maybe more. Oh, I forgot to butter the muffin. But yeah, this is more of like, if you've already seen the movie and you already know what it's about, this commentary is for you. If you've never seen it before, you're going to be completely lost on what I'm talking about. Okay, how did nobody find all those crystals before? Power miners has already been a thing, and we're establishing here. How did nobody find this giant cavern of crystals? I don't even know what attracts you to one versus the other. Seriously. It's just like, the bigger the crystal, you compensate. I don't know. I'm not going to say that. Well, I guess there's a fact. It is a pretty interesting crystal compared to all the other ones where it's like, okay, they have a finite, you know, prong-like structure. And then this one's round. You know, there's got to be something with it. I mean, I know, I've watched the movie a million times. I've watched it a whole bunch of times. I do find it interesting that the Crystal King, like the giant rock monster in here, is orange, not green, like the set version is. Now, I'm going to probably have a whole bunch of lore stuff that I'm going to talk about, yammering about through this video. Because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do a bunch of brick theory videos, and I have it on the mind as to what this contributes, or if it's something that can work with other LEGO themes in the same universe or canon. It's just a goofy delivery there. Why does it have to be rock monsters? That's literally what I heard. And I feel like I feel like I've heard that before. Snakes, why does it have to be snakes? Indiana Jones. Yes! That's why I was like, okay, I know I've heard this somewhere. Well, I'm glad that worked. Also, that's a pretty small underground mining station. That's the setup looked like in there. See, it's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You just gotta move it back and forth a little bit, and then you get the robot arms to punch. It reminds me of playing the giant version of it at David Buster's. It's amazing if it worked. It was rigged. It was rigged when I played it. I'm not saying rigged against me. I was actually on the side where it worked. Hey! Master Builder. First Master Builder. Established right here. So I don't even know if the first model they showed there, the red hot rod kind of car, I don't know if that's actually in a LEGO set. The blue one was from Agents. I have that. Of course I do. Yeah, maybe the other one was a good idea. Oh, actually, there wasn't that much to build. And he can apparently pick up a drill. I was just saying. You just pick up a drill like that. Well, I'm glad he couldn't reach him there. Yeah, oops. There you go. Yeah, it hasn't woken up at any point. Babies, they're really good at sleeping through conflicts. Is that supposed to be a Benki? Or is it just supposed to be a Lego brick just to chew on? I really wonder. Insert stock sounds. I'm sorry. I've heard stock sounds so many times in cliches and in different movies. It's just like, how can you not hear them? Like the wheel of the stroller. Sure, I'll just pick this off my shoulder. It doesn't hurt or anything. Insert our Everything is Awesome of 2009. I hope you're excited because it is so repetitive. It is so... yeah. Oh, I thought those are just like loose pieces lying on the ground. I guess they're sheep or something. This is the... okay, so we can root for this guy, and now everybody loves him. Also, Clutch is driving the Agent's turbo car. Do what you will with that. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. This is just so... The lyrics are just so cringy. It's like, it's trying to be inspirational, but it's also trying to describe Clutch. So it's as you heard, never give up and never give in. And then the next line, I work alone. It's like, okay, this is upbeat, this is positive, but I don't know if the I work alone is supposed to be treated as like, oh, I'm independent or something. But it comes off as... I don't need anyone. I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. I don't know. Like I said, white commentary. You have been warned. Let's throw a few of these over here. I love that. I love that guy. Like, Clutch has no regards for traffic or safety. He can't look at... He can't go through all that construction yard like, uh-oh, I gotta make my way through this. No, when that guy blew the whistle at him, it's like, he could have easily gone around it. It gave him enough notice. And then he goes over the ramp, and you see, like, the guy in the one car just look over and be like, Clutch powers. It's like, yep, that guy's causing chaos all over town. And title card. And Mindstorms. What's interesting here is they put, like, Mindstorms really tiny compared to all the not called Boy Scouts in the minifigures. Okay, maybe it's a little bit taller, but still, it's not actual scale of Lego pieces, whatever you want to call it. Also, nice elevator. Also, Keld, as in one of the previous CEOs of Lego. Keld.
The others made it on time. What others? Brick Masterson.
His name is Brick. Brick Masterson. Clutch Powers by itself is already a pun for Lego enthusiasts. Peg, like stud, but a little bit more, what do you want to call it? And then there's Bernie. We also have our first hair joke. Wow, I really learned a lot about Bernie's character here.
Bernie Von Bean, the Lego team's most brilliant engineer. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Except for the audience, so we have to fill them in with this exposition.
So, that's your team. Wow. Pretty impressive.
I swear, every time I watch this movie, when he just says, "Wow, that's impressive," but I work alone, I just imagine the theme song go back. Ah! It's just, this review is gonna be so much fun.
Because he didn't blow up a whole city block on his last mission. Okay, I'm just asking.
Wah, wah.
What's gotten into all of you? Have you all lost sight of the Lego mission? Have you forgotten what this organization...
In this universe, they actually use the word Lego pretty regularly, as opposed to the Lego movie. I will, in the review, I will definitely compare this to the Lego movie. How can you not compare this to the Lego movie? I'll probably even have a separate video after the review comparing this to the Lego movie. It's that. It's like somebody has daddy issues.
The prison planet?
The Space Police Interstellar Supermax Correctional Facility. To be more specific.
Don't worry, everybody had their look on that face too.
3 prisoners, the 3 most vicious criminals in the entire galaxy. 2 days ago, we received a garbled distress call from Watch Commander. Then we lost communication.
It's like garbled enough that you can understand what they're saying.
What happened?
Whether or not you have subtitles.
You to find out. Come on, we have a spaceship ready for you.
There are no survivors. We need to send more people.
That's Rick. Do I get to blow something up? It's possible. I guess it depends on what we find.
It's a bit of a mystery.
Yuck. I hate mysteries. I like mysteries too.
Bernie Von Beam, everybody. Trying way too hard to impress the ladies.
Hours?
Also, this guy. This guy. Oh, this guy.
Your biggest fan.
It took me a long time to actually get the joke of his name. Artie Fall.
You can't do.
And it even shows it, like, directly on the name tag, A Fall.
Great plus powers.
When I figured that out, I was just like, oh my gosh.
There's a...
Very eccentric.
Of course. You only bow to royalty, and you're not a king. More like a god. Arthur, Artie, Kel says you have a ship ready for us. Oh my golly goodness.
Yeah, that kind of looks like my Lego room before this past weekend. And that's exactly how I look for things. Just toss them out of the way and be like, and it's here somewhere. Also, Lego instructions on the counter. I can't tell you what every one of those sets were, but there's one creator set that had like a Stegosaurus. That much I know. Space Police Lighthouse Massive Cruiser. Just putting it out there. They put the lighthouse in the name. I just want to take that moment. It's like, and it's got a spinner! And just put a fidget spinner in there. Oh, you trends. Oh, you trends. See, Artie Fall invented the fidget spinner. That's what this movie's proving.
Why didn't you say so?
Insert space boarding montage. Well, not a montage, but just the really slow walk up to it. I mean, I'll give it credit. It's like trying to mock it at this point. But still, it's like... What? Yeah, the hair thing is actually pretty odd in this movie because they bring it up a couple times that hair just pops off like a hat to minifigures, which I guess is, you know, that's funny, but it's like not. It's even weirder with the hand. It's even weirder with the hand. Right on cue. Right on cue. And I'll just, you know, just. Yeah, it's like that episode of SpongeBob with the hash singing slasher, and SpongeBob just keeps like, you mean like this? And just keeps taking his arms off. That's what it reminds me of, at least. But I got Agent Chase in there. I'm not just, no, not Agent Chase, Fuse. I'm not just pointing out the agent's cameos. I am pointing out the fact that this is a Space Police I don't remember what the name of the ship was. It's some... But it does have a whole bunch of containers on there for capturing prisoners. I didn't know that was necessary for this kind of lighthouse thingamabout. I don't even remember what the name of it was. Also, what I do like inside of here, kind of a did you know fact, if you may. Lego City News. And it just has like this picture of a fireman on there with what do you call him? A fireman on there that has like the face for Steven Spielberg. But all the consoles in there, you can see the printing on them with like all the greebly detail. That printed piece was from Star Wars. Imperial shuttles. Like the first couple of them that they made, it had that print in there. Or sticker. I don't even remember. I think it's a print. Also, I wanted to note that that was Earth that they left. And that was a space police alien, one of the criminals' ships for delivering the pizza. I'm just going all over in this movie. Any and every thought will be noted. I do want to read that book, though. I want to see what's a little bit more, like, written down in there. All you can really see are just the pictures for a brief moment, and then you see the Omega symbol, so it's like, okay, this relates to the message. But I can't read the book fast enough. And I know this is a DVD, I can pause it, but for right now, I'm just running it. I don't even know what that structure is supposed to be behind there. I know it's something jungly, but I can't say it's for my natural Lego set.
It's just like the symbol from the prison.
27 minutes in.
What did he make of it?
He did it. It was his last entry before he ever disappeared.
Yep, more daddy issues.
Sounds like you blame him for going missing.
Which I have to say, it's actually pretty interesting for Lego movies that they have a long-running history of daddy issues. This movie, kind of. The Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, and the Lego Ninjago movie all have daddy issues.
Practicing your secret handshake? No. It's just we were none of my business. I thought you should know. We're there.
It took him not too long. There's just something I actually wanted to figure out, like, where would that planet be in relation to Earth? Like, depending on the speed that they were going at, and the seconds that it took for them to get there. It is kind of the movie thing, where it's like, it goes faster than it actually would in real life. Which is just about every thing in the movie. It's like driving a fire truck in space. Didn't you crash that fire truck? Yep, that works. Bernie, just... I don't want to say he needs to shut up, but he does, like, groan and wail for a bit in this scene, though. I don't know. Nitpick, maybe. Took a second for me to realize that they actually were flying backwards.
This is why I work alone.
Just every time he says, I work alone, I can't not think of that song. It's made to be the, theme song of sorts. Also interesting that it says Danke. And, the subtitles say thanking in German. Doesn't actually say the word Danke. Yeah, we just kind of buried it in here a little bit. This little space operation. Again, I would just love to make memes out of this movie. I just thought of another one right now. Just replace some of the dialogue in that moment with like when SpongeBob and Patrick think they're on the moon, but they're actually in Bikini Bottom. So it's like, alien hunting! Alien hunting! Some of you will get this. There's a couple spoiler references I've already gotten in here. Meanwhile, in building, I don't even know what piece that's supposed to be, if that's an actual piece. I don't know. Is it the first time somebody had to break into a prison? Out of every movie ever? Wait, was his hand yellow? Wait, well, hold on. I'm actually going to go back for that. I'm going to go back a sec. I think his hand was yellow. Yes! This is weird. Okay, so, you know, they, like, Bernie goes up, presses the button, or whatever. His hand is yellow! And then it turns white again! I'm not saying he can't take off his glove, but... color just changed there.
Okay, the air is good. Smells like old gym socks.
I don't even know why you need to be quiet. Except to give this, like, alien, space horror, Dead Space-esque tension. It's literally all, you know, this part is. I will just say, it has a nice payoff. There it is. A burp joke. It paid off with a burp joke.
Oh, and garlic, wow. Oh, and the burrito platter.
I had to say that is funny though. With like the little reader and it just says the air's toxic now.
Keep an eye out behind us.
We should have left old Stinky in the spaceship. But it is a burrito platter.
Guys, come on. It's empty. The ghost is...
There's like a Doom look at for a second, just like with the gun going across. Also, there was a silhouette or two I wanted to pause at, but just keep going.
Rick, watch our backs.
And I get Brick, Peg, Meg, something like that. Birdie might actually be a name. So I think it's Alpha, and there was Omega, and I don't remember what the last one was. Or the last, like, Greek letter. Jump scare in 3. Sorry, that was really quick.
What is that thing?
I got this one.
Put that thing down, you fool! Arch!
Get her off of me. What are you doing? My job. I told you to stay back. Says you.
Yeah, I actually don't remember what all 3 of the guys were. I know Malik the Malign is the first one. The one that you actually see through most of the movie and you don't see everyone else after that. On the right, it's Squidman from Space Police. I don't remember what the guy on the left was. I don't have enough close silhouettes to properly figure that out. Also, I find it really weird that there's silhouettes of them even though the room behind them is lit up and the room in front of them is a bit lit up. They're like in this, like, this perfect gap of shadow. Also, he's the only one who actually does anything in this scene. None of the other villains do. They just kind of sit behind him. They're just like, yeah, we were mysterious and intimidating. But I don't remember who that other guy was. I'm going to have to look at this later on after watching the movie here to figure that out.
Give me that.
It's the Watch Commander!
I thought you'd never get here. Come on, they're getting away. They won't get far. I disabled our cruisers when they broke out.
This is a fun joke.
You know, by the book. So
It's
there's
as a close spark plug. You'd be like, yeah, the old-fashioned way.
every time before we catch it.
Yeah, how much does it really matter in this world if you destroy things, if you could rebuild them? I guess it takes more time and just they're getting away.
That would be me. But Brick's the one who left the keys in
Up the blame game.
Yeah, but I didn't leave the operator's manual on the dashboard.
I wanted to guard the spaceship.
What kind of rescue team are you supposed to be? Thanks to your bickering and squabbling, the three most vicious criminals in the galaxy are on the loose. Do you have any idea what a disaster this is? By now they're already in hiding, plotting their next move and stuff. Which is to unite all the forces of evil in the entire...
Not that I could have said that before when I said and stuff. You know.
Would this be the right time to say we're sorry?
The music does have this weird, like, quirkiness to it. And again, there's a lot of criticism for a movie that's meant for kids. I get it. You don't have to explain that to me. 8 years ago I watched this, so that would have been like 15, 16, no, 14. Even then, it was probably too old for me. Just punch your bricks. Kids, you really need to find something, just punch your bricks. Like Brick does. I have to admit, shortly after seeing this movie, I did try to build these characters out of Lego pieces. I will admit, I did not get far with it. Or, I got somewhat accurate. I think Clutch Purpose is actually the most accurate I got with it. And that, a year ago, I was able to get like better face for it, better hair for it. And then this.
This is why I work alone.
There it is again. Ah! I'm sorry. It pushes it so darn much. It's like, okay, we got it. We got it. You guys can't work as a team. We got it. You work alone. We got it. You have daddy. I don't know. So I really don't know how it turns into that, and everything's out of proportion, so I'm just gonna let it slide for now.
I just want to say, this is all her fault.
My fault? You were supposed to be watching
La,
your
la, la,
back.
la, 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 can't hear you. La, 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 la. Stop it. This is my fault and mine alone. I was in charge of this.
It is fault alone. It is fault alone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You could play a drinking game to this movie, and one of the first rules would be drink if you hear him talk about being alone. Also, they casually bring up the creation spark now. They'll actually explain more a bit about it later. We don't even know who the other ones are. One of them is Omega. I believe Squidman is marked as Omega. I do find it interesting that they have two versions of space in here. Mars Mission and Space Police. Which Mars Mission was like either on its way out or already out. And Space Police was already in. But I also figure by the time they're, you know, working out anime in this movie, they just had that to work with. So it's like, alright, just throw it in there. From Castle. Also Castle. There's the creation spark explanation, or at least another bit to help with it. The best way I could describe the creation spark, and I will actually talk about this in a Brick Theory episode not too long from now, is that it's like a soul, I guess? I guess the best way to describe it.
And something of a disappointment. He needs someone to show him the way. Is there a problem, Bernie?
Oh, got it!
So, what's the mission? Your mission is to fly to Ashlar, find Prince Baron, and help him recapture the evil wizard Malik.
And no goodbye.
Engage ion burst relativity jump drive.
Speed gen pulse.
Good thing I have that. Brickhenge. Stonehenge with 2x4 bricks. I think they actually talked about that after they land. But that is actually funny. That's the thing they've even...
Lego hinge. The oldest
There you go, Lego hinge.
made structure in all the universe. No one knows what it was built for. Oh, this is studying it to this very day.
You got it too far.
I've always wanted to see it. It's so incredible, yeah?
And dominoes. I hope you got plenty of pictures and testing it.
You try and parallel park this thing.
Still a safer landing than the Milano in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Let's be honest. And they also had to land, of course, which totally doesn't look anything Lego. Like I said earlier, only make the Lego things the interactive things Lego, except for that tree branch. I want to know how skeleton horses whinny. How does that work? Oh, that's a shame.
It's the dark magic. None of our high-tech weapons will work.
It's like being in Amish country. Just kidding.
Must have cast a spell on this place.
Although that is a little bit funny, let's be honest. Wow, you have some pretty darn good eyesight for all this. Woo! There's like 3D, like flying through the air. By the way, I do want to mention they did actually have a 4D movie after this at Legoland Discovery Centers. I believe you can find a sort of clip of it on YouTube. Not in like the greatest quality, but still find something about it. Hey. Alright, I was mistaken. I guess it does look like the box art. Almost exactly like the box art. Never mind about what I said earlier about the background.
Let's go find Prince.
Also, I do find it interesting that it's like over there, and then I had like the, and then they just got there. Some Bugs Bunny popping in and out of places sort of thing to me. Now for a comic relief in the movie.
I am getting so tired of your constant negativity. Well, I'm not the one who lost the castle. I didn't lose it. It's just missing.
Basically, I wish I had a proper duo from a movie that I could use to talk about them. In the meantime, I'm gonna go grab some other villagers that I can happen to find and ask them the same question. That's a good idea. Just kidnap everybody.
I think he's happy.
You two. I am not happy. Did you find the prince?
And then just shoving elbows for a bit.
I'll ask you once more, and once only. Where is the prince?
Okay, not as long as I remember it.
Well, not to tell you how to do your job, but a better question might be, where is the castle? Oh, good idea. We know that one.
Do you?
Where is it?
No, you don't.
It's missing. Finished. Disappeared without a trace.
And so is the prince, right? Yeah, of course.
And the prince?
Well, we couldn't find him.
And then building up for another cheesy joke.
Yeah, when he did the thing with the thing. Right. Meme. I'm good with meme. This knight had a voice like thunder. A sword as fast as lightning. He came at us like a whirlwind. All in all, we'd have to say it was a dark and stormy.
There it is. I mean, does it really hurt them? They're just bones. Sentient bones, but still bones. I don't know. Looking into this too far? You betcha.
Nothing here but a bunch of junk.
We've got everything we need for a battle cart.
I'll do it.
Not teamwork, though.
Lego! Hey!
They actually use Lego as a let go pun.
Apologies all.
Good. It's time we start acting like a team. Bernie, you're in charge of the build. Just make it strong.
Ah, strong. Ooh, my neck.
And we're gonna need weapons.
Over here. Beep, 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 beep.
Rick, would you like to be in charge of weapons?
What else you got? Oh, sure, no problem. You want me to do weapons? I'll do weapons.
Hey, you see these tracks?
You spotted them too. Something with wings, I think. A griffin, perhaps.
Find out what
Is that even the right way to spell Griffin?
All right, team.
Griffin.
I'll be back soon.
I thought there was a YPHON in there. Alright, Googling now.
What do you think you're doing? I told you to bring me a minifig. This is a real thing. I'll be the prince. Now.
Food joke.
This whole place is going to pieces.
Ah, more Lego puns. Even though you can rebuild it.
Skillet! Bones! What are those ninnies? What are you doing? No! Yeah! Follow him! And he'll lead us right to the prince.
Now you know that? I don't know. But it does have one of the most cliche things that I have to say I'm frustrated with. The dumb character with a dumb voice. You know, like the Patrick kind of voice. It happens so often. It's predictable, but it's not really entertaining after a while. Maybe different generations of kids, maybe they got like, I don't know. It's just how it is. And then there's this. I don't know why it's funny though. I somehow find it funny. Every once in a while.
What are you doing? Same thing as you.
Meanwhile, I find it funny that the other skeleton has white bones. I would have pictured him with black bones. The voice, I don't know. Yep, that's good bait.
Get down! What part of hiding don't you understand?
It is bleeding.
Okay.
There we go. That's some Looney Tunes stuff right here.
That's adorable. What are you doing? No, don't do that. We can get married, build a house, build some kids.
Build some kids. Also, I would meme this too, and change it to the grumpy old troll that lives under the bridge from Dora the Explorer. Yes, I remember that. Yes, I watched it here and there. I have a younger sister. Quiet.
None shall pass.
And we're talking like years ago, not like yesterday.
My name is Clutch Powers.
I'm sure you believe
I
me.
must find Prince Barry, rightful heir to the throne of Ashland.
Nobody crosses this bridge unless they pass 3 tests. If you succeed,
Meanwhile, I'm gonna look up that griffin thing I forgot to do earlier.
Fail?
Then I will eat you.
Oh yeah, just eat him. Yeah, I was okay with that.
Clutch powers, then prove it. Real clutch powers would know how to build his own.
I have no idea how he could have built like the tower bridge from those pieces.
Next.
That's some clutch powers next level master building. I gotta tell you.
How many bricks would it take to build a spiral staircase as tall as 3 minifigs?
Okay, I have no idea what the answer to that question is.
There are more than 915 million ways to combine standard Lego bricks, but they will never connect on the diagonal. So it's a trick question. It can't be done.
Huh? Not so fast.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Oh no, the DVD is going crazy. It just a big troll is just like, and like it's still blurry. Okay, so now it's like moving a little bit of a snail's pace, skipping a few frames here and there. I didn't expect that. I didn't ask for that, and I don't know what to say about that. But yeah, that was interesting. We threw a Lego fact in there. It threw a trick question in there. And I guess I actually learned something. Oh, there's a smear for the ages. It actually like has like a square split somewhere on the screen. Okay, now we're back.
I do not speak. See my face. I am not here.
I forget what this one was.
Who am I?
You hold my hand. You hear my voice. You see my face. The answer is my father.
Is it?
So good.
Now answer me.
I really don't get it.
Where can I find Prince Varen?
I don't know if that actually made sense.
Hand him over. Mallet sword. This is not the man you're looking for.
Funny joke. Doing some Jedi stuff.
Never works for me. Well, hate to eat and run, but...
Nobody will suspect a thing with this brick wall here. Yep, still not suspecting a thing.
First you lose the castle, now this.
I didn't lose the castle. You lost the castle.
Oh no, you lost the castle.
No, you lost the castle.
You lost the castle. Go back.
No fair.
No backs.
We didn't lose it. We just can't find it.
Yeah, and it's not that we weren't looking, because we were always looking. It just wasn't around.
Exactly.
How long did that brick wall go for? Does it go any longer than the Pink Floyd wall? Yeah, that's quite some animation for the mucus.
Let's go.
Not so fast. Who are you?
I am Hoga, the troll.
And you can take me to Prince Varen?
Obvious castle is obvious.
Shall we?
Meanwhile,
Where do you want these doohickeys?
Those are called Rackwind axes.
now if you want some Lego element names, talk to Bernie at this moment.
In a neat pile.
Technically, there's no such thing as a neat pile.
You might have a point there. No such thing as a neat pile.
That's a 42 spur
Someday that wheel will pop off.
You need any more of these thingies here?
Those are called hinge rods, not thingies or two hinges.
Actually, I wonder if any of those are actual Lego names.
One of those thingies.
It's not that. Would you like a blue thingy or a red thingy?
That should have been a. That should have, again, a meme here. Matrix. Would you like a blue thingy or a red thingy? Like, replace the dialogue in the Matrix with the blue pill, red pill. That'd be funny. Yep, totally not a dragon. Also, the no minifigure sign. That's not warning. Warning, giant claw hand. Warning, minifigure with anime hair. I'm sorry, he's on fire. Maybe the skulls and bones and, you know, rusted armor will give you a hint. Maybe you shouldn't deal with this. It's dangerous.
Oh, you poor dear. It's a nasty cold, isn't it?
It's also a dragon. Look, you're a biologist. Probably know how dangerous those things are. I find that interesting that they have a dog in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke or some sort of like, yeah, they could have had medieval dogs. I don't know. I don't.
Nasty-looking troll fighting for the good guys.
I wouldn't say disgusting.
I fight for the memory of King Revit, because King Revit fought for me. Despite my outward appearance, he saw that we were the same on the inside.
Morality.
And embraced me. He trusted me. I will do everything in my power to keep this kingdom from falling to the forces of darkness.
What does Malik want?
This.
Well, besides ruling everything.
This is no ordinary sword.
This is the Master Sword from Link.
The right
I'm just kidding.
It has power over the mightiest evil.
Hey, it's the Master Sword! You know what? I wasn't even trying to make a joke there for that. And I've seen this movie before. Yeah!
Falls into Malik's hands.
It just happened. It just happened. It's like, this sword will vanquish the mightiest evil. The Master Sword! I'm not even trying.
Just as his father once protected me, he's young and inexperienced. But there's no but. His heart is in it. But I fear the rest of him isn't up to the challenge.
I can work with heart. Where is he?
Clutch powers, meet Prince Baron.
He doesn't look remotely like Pepperoni with all the freckles and eyes.
Happens to me all the time.
I can show you what you're doing wrong. Pretty simple.
I doubt it. I'm no good with a sword.
No, it's a broad sword, not a net bag. Hold it high above your head and swing from the shoulder.
That's actually a good lesson. Wah wah. Never upset a dwarf.
I told you I'm no good with a sword. Who said you could bring strength
And
to
Jester.
bear anyway?
He's like the chillest Jester I've ever seen. He's just like.
As we speak, we have to move. Now.
Not until I'm ready.
I'm here to help you defeat the evil wizard. Trust me, I can help.
Like you helped me just now? I don't need you. I've got an army.
We have a Hulk.
But do you know
I'm sorry, I have to say that.
Only as good as
He's just like, I'm no good. I have an army. We have a Hulk. And even the gestures.
Why won't he
He's,
listen to me?
I don't know why.
Remember, he's not here for you. You have to be here for him.
That's true.
Wait.
You know, I just realized Clutch Powers' face looks like the original host of Total Drama Island. I can't say that I've watched the entire show, or all the spin-offs after that. But I remember the original run of Total Drama Island, and the host from there looks a lot like Clutch Powers. Like, face-wise.
Everything is properly organized and sorted by function.
Birdie was able to bring a printer so he can make those instructions, just like a Lego instruction book.
What do you think?
I mean, that's pretty good.
Extraordinary. Except for this piece, which was in the instruction manual you didn't follow.
Except for the fact that that piece is actually missing the gear inside of it. I don't know what kind of gear it is. Birdie would know better than I do. But I do know. Oh yeah, looks like hair. Oh, it's doing it. Pausing again. We'll give it a sec.
Quite like you too, Bernie.
No, that's not what I said. I mean, it is what I said, but it's not what I meant. I didn't mean I like you. I do like you, but what I was trying to say was...
Jumping chili beans. What happened to you?
No, it's just a little flesh wound. And while I was gone,
Yep.
I see you all.
There's a Monty Python reference there. Just a flesh wound.
Everything went perfectly according to plan.
Anywho, what I was gonna say was, I don't know what that gear is, but it's that weird kind of Technic gear you find usually in like the motor set or some larger Technic sets. I think it's like white, and it has the inside black, where it's like the gear turns, but if it gets stuck, the inside gear will keep turning. I don't really know what it is or how to properly use it, but it is interesting. Most things in my life are everything is interesting.
Steal me gold for that evil wizard.
We thought this mine was abandoned.
Abandoned? She's beautiful, she is. I'll give you a abandon, you little...
Wait, you don't understand. We're not here to help the evil wizard. We're here to defeat him.
My heroes!
That bipolar much?
At your service.
Good.
Nobody will remember his name after that.
What? You're back.
Did you find the prince? Yep.
And?
We'll have to defeat Malik on our own. We can do this. He may have 1,000-strong army of skeleton warriors, but we've got
Backbone?
Block.
guts.
Me lucky shots.
Each other.
And all those other things. Probably. That seized shower though. Operated like a pull cart from train sets.
Diversion out front while we drop behind the tower. Once we're inside, load the cannons and let her rip. Okay, everyone know their assignment?
I don't. I've decided to allow you to help me. And I've brought a few friends.
The stock Lego faces of City. And used in plenty of other themes, but right now, most of them used for City.
The Knights will attack the front with the others, while I join Prince Baron in the back to face off with Malik.
Okay, good. The camera's still rolling. I actually didn't look at that for a while, and I was like, I don't even know if it's still running.
You can't be in two places at once. Who says? Your hair. Give us your hair.
Is that supposed to be a My Horse, My Kingdom for a Horse sort of thing?
What's going on?
You're Prince Baron now. Get up there and lead your knights into battle.
Good thing he informed them about the plan.
Girl. Not a very pretty girl.
Okay, so good thing that didn't happen as a fanfic. As far as I know. I've actually seen it for Ninjago quite a few times on the internet. I'm like, I'm not going to destroy creativity, but this is a little bit odd. Like a little too blunt odd. And it's skipping again. I'll have to clean the CD later on. Hopefully we can still watch the rest of the movie. How long does the movie run, actually? I don't actually remember. Hour 22 minutes. We'll attempt to read the media better. I'm watching it on Xbox 360. And it has a message every time they'll be like, attempting to read media.
Alex the Malign. It is I, Prince Baron, rightful heir to the throne of Ashlar. Come out with your hands up.
Everybody in the audience be like, Well, that worked pretty well for a siege. Look, they're in the Batcave. No, sorry, just always have bats there.
I can't believe I have to wear girl hair. Shh. Well, it's stupid.
Done. Even he's just like, had enough of your stuff. If you're gonna bring him to life, at least make it a little bit more,
Come on.
there we go, realistic. I do actually find Prince Baron pretty interesting because they've already shown, you know, like, some minifigures can have their hair pop off. Pretty much, you know, could happen anytime, but, he's probably the only one I've seen in the movie thus far, other than Keld, that has printed hair on the head with still, like, the top being baldish? Is that what it would be in this case? I don't know.
Right before I took his creation spark.
Yeah, good to bring that up again.
For yourself, boy. After all, you are the king.
I said leave
It does have a nice little parallel here.
Too bad there's no one to save you now.
I'm warning you.
It sounds like it.
Time, Lunch. Is that you?
Oh yeah, I forgot. His father's name is Rock.
He's right here. Clutch! No! Don't look at the crystal ball!
Seriously, how does he fall for this? Is this like, again, going into the Galaxy Volume 2, where it's just kind of like, you know, I don't know.
Look at the crystal ball! It's a trick! Clutch!
Probably just the magic around it, I think. Well, he's vaporized. I mean, not actually vaporized, he's just transporting. Because killing them would have been too harsh. It's okay to kill his father, but nah, don't kill Prince yet.
Skeleton warriors, army of the night, I summon you. Arise and attack.
I just noticed right now, he had a little bit of like an extra voice with that. Like a voice changer kind of thing, where it's like you're talking to the voice changer, but you can still hear your voice and the voice changer version. And why weren't all those skeletons out beforehand? Because we needed a zombie apocalyptic look. Now we got it. Yeah, that or they would have took out a lot of skeletons. And there's some more.
Bad to the bone.
Pun. Yeah, nobody moves until he says. Gotta wait for that front line guy. Look at the giant wagon. You got a lot of Lego sets represented here from Castle. I actually wonder if this movie increased the sales of Castle, Agents, Space Police, or Mars Mission sets. Or sitting. Does it...
Get your head in the game. That's gonna cost him an arm and a leg. He should have phoned up on his last meal. He always was a phone.
Look, I love puns like the next guy, but there's so many puns at once. It was like I actually felt it. It's like, oh, so this is what people are talking about when I do puns like this. You're the character. I just taught the troll. Yeah, why not? Hashtag lost cause. Hashtag lost cause. Hashtag not even bothering to go back to find Clutch or Prince Baron. Wait, that mine vehicle used to be a dwarf mine vehicle. Interesting how the troll savage. Oops, sorry.
I told you, I'm no good with a sword.
This was my fault, not yours.
Why did he let us live?
It's fall alone. I'm sorry, I forgot the tune. I was happy with that. I'm happy with forgetting the tune.
What do you think you're doing? I was driving.
Hold on, I got it again. It's his fault. His fault alone. Yeah, got it again.
After your plan, we still be building it.
But at least it would be done right. Don't cost.
See, now they actually put the word in it. Before they had ya, J-A.
I knew I couldn't.
This time, for subtitles, they put Dummkopf. Like, so I find it surprising that Donka wasn't actually said. Maybe it would have been a little too hard to understand. Like, if somebody was watching this and they didn't know German, it would be like a little... But Dummkopf, I don't know. And Donka, they all seem like cognitives.
What is it, Bernie? Oh, yes. Well, thank you.
Peg, I have something I've been meaning to tell you.
Bernie, look.
I love how watching the subtitles and through the thunder, it actually he says, "I love you."
Or this is the last time you'll ever see them.
How did he not see him with the sword when they were in the room with all the armor? Was it still like concealed? Is that why? I don't know.
Hold on! Where are you going?
I must do as Malik demands.
No.
I must. I have no choice.
Yes, you do. Don't give it to him.
I promised his father I would protect his son. I gave my word. No harm would come to Prince Baron. I'm sorry.
And he telling me that he came all this way with the treasure chest, thinking that the sword was in there. He never saw Prince Baron put the sword in his own sheath, for lack of a better term. It's empty.
You'll pay for this trick, Hogarth.
It's really not much of a trick there, but, you know, evil's gotta be evil. That's a long toss.
Wait, where's the sword?
I dropped it.
What?
I couldn't even get it out of my scabbard.
Scabbard, thank you.
By the armor.
That means he doesn't know where it is. We're gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna get you that sword before Malik finds it.
How?
Because before that point, I didn't think about getting out of here.
What are you doing?
If you want to send a message, nothing beats head delivery.
I guess a pun in there too. Lello?
Can you show me
No, it's a G. I know it's a G.
What are you talking about? They're shattered.
Then I'll help you rebuild them.
What's gotten into you?
Look!
Lego.
Don't you see what he's trying to tell us? We build on each
He's
other.
talking about our existence. That's like if you were to tell another person
I
cells.
Spirit? Bernie, can you fix this?
Okay, I don't know what you want me to do with that. It's just what we're made of.
He is the god and you're missing half his part. I can't do it. I tell you I can't. Okay, I'll do it.
And now they built another agent's vehicle.
Going in.
Not just because I saw little bits of it, but because I actually know it later. And see it riding up. There it is. Sorry, let me use my troll vision. If I remember correctly, actually, they use the same animations. Not the same. Sorry, not the same animations. The same animation style in the Legoland Discovery Center, where you have like the ride that you go through. I don't know if it's every park, but at least the one I've been to.
Like a three-legged hippo. I didn't mess because I had.
It's an engineering marvel, Bernie.
What was I gonna say?
Of course, anyone's bubble, but I do have one teaching question. How exactly are we gonna get to Clutch?
Okay, back what I was gonna say. They have in the Westchester Legoland Discovery Center that I've been to, they have a ride in there. They basically have like a shooting gallery kind of ride. And there are a whole bunch of scenes in there that are castle themed. I mean, most of the ride is castle themed. But there are a bunch of them where they actually have like a screen that if you hit certain points on the screen, it'll animate in different ways. I'm pretty sure that's the same animation style from this movie that was used in there. I mean, definitely the characters move the same, so... And it is the same characters, or at least roughly the same characters, so... That makes sense. So just a fun fact, I guess. I don't know. Just things happening. I thought they're gonna fall in lava. So I thought it was hanging right over lava. Yep, more ill-proportioned Lego pieces.
Skelly? Bones? Wow, those nincompoops. Stinker!
Oh, roll them bones.
Mhm.
Roll them high. Come on, baby. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Load me up, Bernie. I'm going in.
And another Mars Mission reference with that jetpack.
Seven, again. This is my lucky day. Oh, don't be jealous.
I know it's a hard vehicle to move because the way it's built, you don't have any turning.
We have to jump. On three. 1, 2.
I know it's not the jump. I don't know how that's possible. It's like his legs already looked a little less stuck in there. Anywho, this movie also proves that you can take off hands, you can take off hair, and you can take off hips and legs of minifigures.
Oh, I'm not half the man I used to be.
Especially when you want to put a pun in there. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I mean, the Lego Batman movie had a guy's arm rip off in the first few minutes. Maybe even, yeah, first few minutes of the movie, Riddler rips a guy's arm off. And I guess if you want to count for this movie, all the skeletons breaking apart. I think that one's a given.
This sword in your hands gives you the power over the greatest evil.
But I'm no good with a sword. You saw.
Now, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw a brave warrior tackle an enchanted knight.
with nothing but bare hands and courage.
More Zelda reference, maybe?
No, I can't do it.
A guy wielding a sword that can vanquish the greatest evil,
Have this power.
infused with courage,
He's not my father.
or with a lot of courage, let's put it that way.
His strength lives in you.
Don't know. Just gonna...
This is the end, Prince Darwin. I'm going to snuff your creation spark, just like I took your father's. All your friends will be defeated, and this kingdom will be mine forever.
See, he only wants the kingdom, at least. It's not the most galactic thing that the Watch Commander talked about earlier. Although I will have to say, for an hour 22-minute movie, this does feel like it has a lot going on in it. For some reason. I don't know. It works. For the time. Frisbee for the win.
I told you it might come in handy.
Look, it's the Venom symbiote polybag. And they're dead.
No,
Well dead.
you'll never take my kingdom.
Give me the sword, Clutch Powers. Give me the sword, and I'll take you to your father.
See, when I first watched this movie, I kind of forgot that his father was still alive. I thought he meant, like, his father was dead and I'll take it to heaven. I was like, what?
No clutch.
Nothing really says that his father is dead. He's just disappeared.
I can take you to him.
Shorty, I can take you anywhere?
The sword, or you'll never see your father again.
He's alive? Clutch, he's right here. He's always with you.
Maybe he is dead?
I already found him.
I don't know. See, what stinks about this movie, there's a couple points not really wrapped up. It gives the impression of, like, by the end of this movie, it gives the impression of, okay, there's just 1 out of 3 guys we need to find. But they don't have another movie or two, which I thought they were gonna do. I thought this worked like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live-action version. Where it's like, okay, there's going to be 3 movies. This one explores only part of it. We're going to talk about more in the other movies. And then this just didn't do well like that movie did. I saw that in the theaters with my brother. Oh, we both did not enjoy that. Or Kingdom of the Crystal Skull in the theaters, for that matter. But I felt like this was like, okay, maybe it didn't do well. They didn't make another movie based on that. Or things didn't pan out with Tinsel 2. I don't know which. I'm not saying Lego has the problem with all these companies when it comes to making media, but there have been issues here and there. Like, I believe Mindscape fired all of their employees before the video game release of Lego Island. So it was like, well, that sucks. I am paraphrasing here, but I do remember reading something about that. Maybe it is Zelda. Just deflect it back at him. Right? Or it just becomes on fire. There's that, I guess.
That's King Baron. And you're under arrest.
Just love that look in Malik's eyes, just like, oh man, this really is it. So they're just made out of magic? The skeletons I understand, but the trolls? So does that mean that Hogarth's gone? No, he's still around. I know that. I don't know. I was made of evil. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, that treasure chest looks a lot bigger than before. I want to know who that lady was in the carriage, though. She had like a blue dress on, and I don't know. Yeah, there she is. I don't know if she, in the sets, is a queen from that time, or a princess or something. I don't know.
Nice toss back there, Gearhead.
You aren't so bad yourself. Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
More hair joke.
Thanks, Bernie, but I think it looks better on you.
It's like Bart Simpson spiked hair. See, there's the reason for that container.
And I know it wasn't easy.
I couldn't have done it without your help. I'll find my dad someday.
If they ever make a movie again based on this. Did I mention before they made a 4D movie based on this? There's only like a thing in Legoland Discovery Center. I've actually watched a clip of it on YouTube, and it's just basically this, ooh, look, things in your face. Ooh, look, special effects like things splashing. You know, and it's like,
I think you know what this.
okay, it just feels like a 3D or 4D ride. Not really a movie, no story to it. See, it's like, this kind of leaves off okay, where it's like, okay, you get the idea. They're a team now, they're gonna do the other team stuff. Also, how do they... Never mind, I'm not gonna go into it. But I really did have the impression, when I was a kid watching this, that there was going to be a sequel. That they would through some of those other villains. In fact, I don't even remember what they said the last part, but I'll watch it again and figure that out, and hopefully I don't screw up more of the DVD by rewinding or pausing it. But, yeah, so that was Clutch Powers. So I only spent 6 minutes, or maybe because it skipped a few parts, that actually, this only turned out 6 minutes longer than what it says in the box. So there's that. I'm just trying to listen to the lyrics now, just to be like, okay, do you have any more inspiring lyrics? Yeah, a little bit better. It's still, it's like not as catchy as the song before. IBM. Oh, okay. I didn't see that before. The music is the worst. WURST. Okay, I was just checking what time it was. Yeah, that casting though. Just wanted to see if there's I don't think there's a post-credit scene. See, this is a lot like the Lego Movie, even down to the credits ending scene. Because you have all these little frames of different Lego scenes going on, different themes. Right? Ryan McPartlin, what's he doing now? Okay, I can't even pronounce that one. Keld Playwell. His last name is Playwell. They can't stop, won't stop with the Lego-ness of it. Yeah, these are all voice actors. I've pretty much... Chris Hardwick was Bones? Wait! How did I not pick up on that? And why am I not still able to pick up on that? I don't know. There's our song. But seriously, wait. Chris Hardwick is Bones. Chris... I don't know. I can't picture that. I don't even remember which one is Skull and which one is Bones. Also, I didn't get back to it before. Griffin is actually spelled the right way in the subtitles. I don't know why I thought it was... Okay, there's 3 different spellings of it. That's why. I thought it was Gryphon. Let's look up Clutch Powers Bones. Skelly and Bones, okay. Bones is the one with the helmet. He's the dumber voice one. That was Chris Hardwick? How? How was that Chris Hardwick? Meanwhile, the not the mail truck, the garbage truck arrived. It's a completely different type of truck. Okay, I have to look up. It's the same Chris Hardwick I'm thinking, right? At Midnight, Chris Hardwick. I haven't watched that show in a while. But I should, because that was fun. It was a fun show. IMDb. Oh, that was nice. It was just quiet for a bit. Let's see. Chris Hardwick as Bones. First of all, I didn't even know that's what it looked like at some point. Really? I had no idea. That, yeah, same Chris Hardwick. And it was 2010. 2010 Lion Group. Yeah, I would not have known that. Based on his voice. Alright, so just for entertainment purposes, and probably because I'll review it anyways with the movie, Deluxe Digital Studios, you gotta get your logos worked out. Those are always really loud. Like, you make THX look quiet. Alright, so, to entertain the rest of this, we're going to already in that hair day. So, as if you haven't had enough of the hair puns and jokes throughout the movie, you get more here. With our eccentric Artie.
Beg your pardon, Ollie, but by any chance have you seen my extra hair? About year big, blonde, cute little flip in the back? Oh, drat! That was my lucky hair. I must have left it back on Ashlar.
I think you did.
Then you're in luck, because I just invented the interstellar portateller. We just enter the planetary coordinates for Ashlar, lock onto your lucky hair, pull the trigger, and...
Oh, glad it worked.
Huh, my inventions always work on the first try.
Oh well, thanks for trying.
Ha, useless.
Get it? What? Finders keepers. But it's my lucky hat. But it looks better on me. You look ridiculous as a blonde.
Artie!
Well, at least we got to hear Skelly and Bones again. I was trying to picture Chris Hardwick doing the voice, and it's like, I don't see it.
Where
are we? You know what? Get your stupid lucky hair. This is mine, lucky wrench. Oh, Kevin!
Guess somebody's got to do the voice. I don't know. I kind of wonder how he even got involved with that. He's like the only name that I found through the billings that was actually like significant. It's something I've actually heard from somebody else before. You know? Yeah, pretty much just reanimating parts of the movie itself. I mean, obviously, it's still, like, original in some way, but there's no new content here, really.
Time to get rid of this thing. My troubles are over.
And that's it. Like I said, that was only maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And I don't really know if there's anything more to say about that. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna entertain the idea. Oh yeah, that's what the mini toy movies was supposed to mean. It has like the Space Police logs, which I thought were really cool when they did that. Even, I will have to say, Hero Factory had a really cool series too, with the Hero Factory podcasts. These are pretty good animations because it's Pick Animation. David Pagano, you know.
I've been protecting this part of the galaxy from space crooks for about 13 solar cycles now. Sure.
So they had a lot of really cool stuff in here. But I'm gonna pass on that. There's like 5 shorts in there. About 2 minutes long, I believe. Alright, so this is like the TV commercials. Starting with Lego Atlantis. Great theme. Shark wasn't that great compared to the other sets though. The Turbo Sub was pretty cool. I do like that one. And it's a cool play feature with it. Yep, just punch a shark with a more in Atlantis. That was a cool set too. That sub I got not too long ago. I was actually surprised how well the thing fits in there. It was pretty well done. Now it's Lego City commercials.
Out the door to the new fire trucks. Hey! You can build the new great fire trucks. Race off to the rescue. Arrive at the scene. Roll out the hose and extend the ladder. You can bring up a jump sheet and save the day. The new Lego City Fire Station.
Is that what it's called? A jump sheet? I thought it was called a net.
New Lego Power Miners.
Power Miner commercial. They did have some fun things online with the Power Miners. If I remember correctly. They would talk like about each set, and then it'd be like, here's something else you can do with the set. I do want a few more of those Space Police sets, especially the big HQ they had towards the end of the one. Not sure if I would get that ship, the one that carrying like the stolen cargo. I mean, it looks kind of cool. I might have like scattered pieces from it, but that was it. Alright, so thanks for enduring all of this with me. Now the movie's fine. fine for kids. I just joke on it because I'm an adult and because I'm mad at the demographic. Really, structure-wise, the movie isn't too bad. It just has a couple of hiccups here and there. I nitpick a lot more on this than I really need to. And I actually am more interested in it than I thought I would be, before. Especially with those things about, like, how minifigures can just have, like, hands and hips taken apart and still be minifigs. Because only the Lego movies had, like, just take off the hair or something like that, like a hat. So, it was interesting to watch. And always, I'll probably go back through it a couple more times for different things. Obviously I'll have the review for it at some point after this. Or around the time that you're seeing this, probably. I don't know. You guys know. So, there's that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later with more videos later on. I will be going through most, if not all, of the Lego movies. Well, I'm not even sure about the TV shows or TV specials. Like, the Ninjago TV show, I still need to get a couple more DVDs for that. Chima, I still need to figure out what DVDs there are to get for it, because they don't have it by season. They have, like, scattered episodes. Like, the first DVD only has 2 episodes on it. And then they have other DVDs that have, like, 3 or 4 episodes on it. So I don't know if there is, like, a season DVD or 2 for Legends of Chima. I know Next No Nights does it by season, and I think they have a season combo with, like, 1 and 2 together. I'd have to check. Ninjago, I know, has that, too. Ninjago, I found it pretty weird. They had Masters and Spinjitzu, and then they rebranded that later as Ninjago and Friends, which is the same thing. And they're both for the same price. It really doesn't matter which one you get. The difference is the cover. I don't even know if they have any difference in special features. Then season 1 and 2 of the Ninjago TV show, you can get separately. You can get Rise of the Green Ninja, or you can get a combo of them, which I did. I got the combo of season 1 and 2. They also do have, like, a 4 DVD pack of Rise of the Green Ninja, Masters and Spinjitzu, and then, I think, 2 of the Hero Factory ones, which I'm pretty sure I have all the Hero Factory stuff, which is only, like, 2 or 3 DVDs. It's, like, some of it actually was compiled into 1 DVD, so it makes it a lot easier. Season 3 of Ninjago, I think, is a full DVD, if I remember correctly. And then Season 4 has a weird thing, where it's split into Part 1 and 2. They don't have it as, like, a together. Season 5 has 1 DVD. Season 6 has 1 DVD. And I think Season 7 is either current or already out for a DVD. I kind of wonder when Ninjago is finally wrapped up as a TV show, because it's this many seasons long, if they're going to have a box set. And if there's going to be some sort of special edition figure that's going to be included with it. That would be really cool. They haven't had any special minifigures to put with any of these season DVDs of Ninjago. And I don't even know if I would do it on camera to go through each of these episodes or shows. But at least for right now, what I'm going to do is just the main Lego home release movies. You know, Clutch Powers, Lego Batman movie, Lego movie, maybe DC Superheroes movie. It technically has just like a lot of cutscenes from the video game and kind of puts a story together for it. I don't know. And then obviously the Bionicle DVDs, which are 4 of them. So that puts us almost 8 or 9 movies. I don't know if I would do many beyond that, or if you guys want to actually see any beyond that, but I do appreciate you guys being around to actually watch these and get to hear my thoughts and share some of yours in the comments below or on YouTube when the review goes up. I will compile a lot of these thoughts to actually go through and be like, okay, there's a lot of nitpick stuff. Maybe I'll just stick to this and that and the other, whatever. So that's that. We'll see you next time with more videos. There we go. And also, sorry that the camera quality here was less than what it normally is on YouTube. That's just because I'm using the laptop camera. That's why 1 or 2 reviews I've actually done in the past are a little bit more choppy like that. I have used the laptop camera before on YouTube, but usually not the norm. So, have a good day.